What's up, y'all? What's up? I got it fixed, I think. Y'all gonna have to let me know if you can, Y'all gonna have to let me know if you can hear me or not. Because who fucking knows? I was having technical difficulties on the last one, but hey. It is what it is. What's going on, y'all? What's up? Cool. Mr. Lonnie, what's up? Lou, what's going on, man? Let's talk some fucking week one, man. Let's talk week one. I can hear you, Cam the Man. Matthew, what's up, man? What is going on? Alright, so I'm about to pull up the contest, and we're going to get straight into talking about this week one, man. What's up, Cam Lawanda? What's going on? It's been a long time since I've been on here, I know. It's been forever. But I got you. What up, Zachary? What's going on? Jeffrey, what's up? Omar, hey, what's up? James, what's going on, guys? What is going on? Yes, indeed. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and start touching on it. Let's start touching on NFL Week 1. What's up, T? What's going on, man? What's going on? What's up, guys? Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened to the last stream. Is that a Dak jersey? Yes. Yes, I know I'm a Falcons fan. I could not find my Falcons jersey, so I threw the Dak jersey on. Just to have a jersey on, period. So it's all good. All right. So, we'll start off at quarterback. We'll talk about quarterbacks that I like, that I will be having in my lineups. Guys that are in good positions to where they're going to have to air the ball out to get us fantasy points. One thing you want to make sure you know, man, is that DraftKings is PPR. So every single player that you what you think about Mariota? Love him. I love Mariota, man. That game in general, that Tennessee-Oakland game in general, I love it. Palmer, good play. Yes, against Detroit. Yes, I like it. Yes, I like Palmer. Super Bowl MVP jersey this year, boys. Are you talking about... Oh, yeah, Dak, Super Bowl. Get you a Julio or a Matt Ryan jersey. I have a Julio jersey. I couldn't find it. I could not find my Julio jersey to save my life. And I just wanted to hurry up and come live with you guys and talk to you guys, so it is what it is, though. All right. So, week one. Obviously, we got the big guys, right? We got the Ben Roethlisbergers. We've got the Cam Newton, Aaron Rodgers, Matt Ryan, Russell Wilson. Of those top guys, honestly, the way that this slate is looking to me, the way that I'm going to go about this slate is I'm going to spend down on quarterback. There's too many cheaper options than to pay up at quarterback, especially in a PPR format. So, yeah, I definitely, when you're gonna pay up in your lineup, I suggest you either pay up for like a Le'Veon Bell type of guy who catches, like a David Johnson. Guys who get heavy volume in the pass game as well. Those are the guys you want to target. If you're going to pay up, I suggest you go that route. Or you pay up for a PPR badass at wide receiver, even tight end. Let's get it. Donzel, let's go, man. So the quarterbacks that I'm thinking, I know I've already done the videos, but I wanted to come on here. I know you guys got question about season long and stuff like that. You guys can ask away, ask whatever. Brandon Cooks. I do like Brandon Cooks, man. I love Brandon Cooks, especially with our boy Edelman going down. It's going to open up some looks for Cooks. Cam, what's up, bro? Dude, I know. Fuck, I missed it. I missed enough for 2 touchdowns. What do you think? I've told you guys before, I'm not a Jay Ajayi fan, especially in PPR format. Now, if it was a standard format, then I would like him a little more. I like guys who are going to be in the pass game a little more. Now, and I'm not too much in a believer in Jay Ajayi, period. Last year, yes, he had a few games where he went crazy, but I need to see a little bit more out of him before I actually end up running him out there heavy in my lineups at least. I like Jay Cutler, and I like the receivers for Miami. I like our boy Devontae Parker, and I like Jarvis Landry. Bilal Powell, that's another guy. I know Matt Forte is still there, but by the end of the season, by halfway through the season, Bilal will be that guy So don't worry about that too much. Like draft, I mean, y'all have probably already done your drafts by now, but I like Bilal Powell a lot, especially in PPR formats. And that's really the only format that I play. That's the fun format. I don't really fuck with standard format. It's kind of lame. Plus, I play a lot of DraftKings. So DraftKings is PPR format. I like to keep it the same with my leagues. You know what I'm saying? So I wish I could keep the fucking, for some reason the chat pops away and comes back or whatever, but yeah, okay. So at quarterback, I'm really leaning heavy on possibly going with my boy Brian Hoyer. I don't know how you guys feel about Brian Hoyer, but I like Brian Hoyer against Carolina, man. Carolina, ever since they lost Norman, they have been horrible in that secondary. Anybody can just throw all over them. Hoyer's looking like a great option. Garcon has been heavily targeted throughout the preseason. So he's a guy that you can definitely consider pairing up with Hoyer. And Hoyer's only 5,100. Glennon. Yeah, Glennon's another guy I like. Amir Abdullah. He looked real good in preseason, man. Got to go Brian Hoyer. Heck yeah, man. Yeah. I like Brian Hoyer. Glennon. I mentioned Glennon in the video that I posted last night. I definitely like Glennon because you got to look at game flow. Game flow is very, very important. You look at game flow and you see Atlanta's going to get up big. And then our boy Glennon's going to be airing it out. I think Kevin White's going to get a lot of looks in that offense. I like Kevin White as a sleeper this year. A lot of people are sleeping on him, I feel like. Kevin White. Cousins. I do like Cousins. I like the Philly-Washington game in general, okay? If I'm going to go one side of that game, I would rather go Carson Wentz, like Emmanuel just pointed out. I would rather go Wentz because Wentz has the better matchup. Washington is worse in their secondary than Philly is. For a couple more hundred, I'd rather go with Wentz. Exactly, yeah. You can go Wentz. Here's the problem, though. I think Wentz is going to be heavily owned. Should I pick Zeke because it just got confirmed that he is playing week 1? Yeah. I don't see why not. Now that Zeke is playing, I don't see why not, man. Zeke is going to be heavily involved against the Giants. I can see him going crazy. If I had to pick one between him and Le'Veon, I would go Le'Veon Bell. It has came out that our boy Le'Veon is going to be nearing 30 touches week 1, which is ridiculous. Okay, that is ridiculous. So you got to make sure that you go Le'Veon. If you're going to pick between Elliott and Le'Veon, I would say Le'Veon, especially because he's brought into that pass game a little more. And DraftKings is PPR, so you just got to keep that in mind. Is Zeke going to eat a ton week 1 with sitting out? Yeah. Zeke's probably going to eat a shit ton week 1, or he could allow his suspension to get in his head and affect him a little bit. We don't know. But if I'm going to pick between him and Le'Veon or David Johnson, I'm going Le'Veon or David Johnson over him this time. You mentioned the Norman factor with San Fran. Why is it different with Wentz? What do you mean, the Norman factor with San Fran? Okay, so what I mean by that is, yes, they have Josh Norman, but like I mentioned in the video, they have Josh Norman, but Norman can't do everything. You know what I'm saying? He cannot do everything. But Carson Wentz is going to have to throw. This is going to be a game that's going to be higher scoring. They're going to have to air the ball out a lot. What about going Bell and Johnson? If you can fit them, why not? Jose Ramirez just hit a second home run? Wow. Frank Gore, no luck. I think he's going to be a workhorse. I'm not going Frank Gore this week. I'm not going Frank Gore week 1 just because, I mean, the Rams have a stout defensive line. I just don't see Frank Gore being that play right now. Don't try to overthink it. Oh, that he left Carolina. Okay, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, with Norman leaving Carolina, Carolina's secondary has been trash. Okay, that is why I like our boy Hoyer. I think Hoyer is going to be great. Martellus Bennett love. Yes, I love Bennett. When I'm looking at tight end, like I said, I love the Philly-Washington game. So because of my love for the Philly-Washington game and the amount of targets that Zach Ertz has been getting in that offense throughout the preseason, I would rather pair up Wentz with Ertz. I don't have much faith in... I don't know about going with Alshon because, like I said, Norman will probably be shadowing Alshon Jeffrey, which is going to open up a lot down the middle for Zach Ertz. I love Zach Ertz for that reason. Paul Perkins, no thank you. Beller Johnson with Gurley. I don't like Todd Gurley too much either. I like the fact he's going against the Colts because he's just going to be able to run a lot. But like I said, I like targeting guys who get involved in the passing game. Okay? Guys that get involved in that passing game. And I'm not a true believer in Jared Goff. Okay? Am I crazy for saying that? People are acting like Jared Goff is just all of a sudden going to come in and start winging it to Sammy Watkins and be amazing. I still think Gurley is that offense, and I still think he's going to struggle a little bit. The bro, what's up, brother? You like Devontae? Yes, I like Devontae Freeman because I see Atlanta getting up and pounding the ball with Freeman and Tevin Coleman. That combo. I'm not saying to play Tevin Coleman, but I'm saying it's going to be more of a run heavy for Atlanta once they get up. Goff, 3 interceptions. Yeah, I mean, let everybody else make the mistake with playing Goff. Is there a chance that Goff goes out there and is decent? Yes, but the chances are very, very low. Bears going to crush Atlanta. You must not know shit about football, Robert. Adam Thielen. I do like Adam Thielen from Minnesota. I think he's going to be heavily targeted this year. I like him and Stephon Diggs. Bears is not. No way, man. Bears are not going to beat the Falcons. I know I'm a Falcons fan, so I might be a little biased, but if you know anything about football, I'm pretty sure you're on my side. Tozine, sneaky play. Yes, I mentioned Tozine in the video. I think Tozine could be a great play here. He's very, very cheap. He's starting for our boy Andrew Luck, who's got that shoulder issue still. And he's going against the Rams, whose secondary is not scary at all. So I like that situation a lot. I think Tozine is a good little sleeper play. Hilton for targets. Yeah, Hilton's going to get some targets. Hell no. Hell yes, Atlanta all the way, for sure. Cam ATL 300, my Falcons going to do their thing. RD going to be strong first game, and Julio getting over 100 yards. That's possible. I can see Julio getting a touchdown or two. You playing White or the running back in Chicago? Yes, Jordan Howard. Jordan Howard is one of my top running backs that I like on this slate because of his price and the type of outcome that he could provide for us. Him being a PPR type of guy. He's a guy that can catch passes out of that backfield. That quarterback's going to look for a safety valve often. And he's going to dump it off a lot to Jordan Howard, which is great because DraftKings is PPR. Chiefs will beat the Patriots. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. You never know. What about Devin from Carolina? Who? How about Ted Ginn since Willie Snead is suspended and Michael Thomas will get covered heavily? Possibly, but with Ted Ginn, you're always hoping for the same thing. You're hoping for that bomb. You're hoping for that big play potential that Teddy Ginn's got. That's what you're hoping for. If you don't get that, you're going to be shit out of luck. Ginn's not the type of guy to get peppered with targets. Devin Funchess. Oh, okay. Funchess. Yeah. Not really. The receivers for Carolina scare me a little bit. If I'm going to go a receiver for Carolina, I would say Kelvin Benjamin, obviously. But there's no reason to go receivers for Carolina. There's just no reason. Cam or no? Oh, Cam Newton? Yeah, I could see going Cam. Maybe pair up Cam with the boy I just fucking mentioned. Going against San Francisco? Yeah, but the problem with that is I can see Carolina getting up on San Francisco. I think this game is going to, Carolina's going to get up and force San Francisco to throw the ball a lot, which is good for Hoyer, but not good for Cam. McCaffrey, I do like McCaffrey in situations where he's going to be getting the ball thrown to him, where Carolina might have to throw to keep up. Cam, how did your golf lineup do this week? Sad. Because I loved Jason Day, so I ended up going heavy on Day, and he screwed me. I had a few people who were in great positions. It's happened 2 weeks in a row for me. You like Lamar Miller against the Jags? No. I don't, because I think the Jags defense is coming in very solid this year. I think they're going to be a surprise. They're one of those defenses that I expect to actually be pretty solid this year. They souped it up a lot. Odell, there's a possibility Odell misses week 1. And if Odell does miss week 1, I love Brandon Marshall. Give me an awesome cash quarterback and not Wentz. Okay. I will give you an awesome cash quarterback. If I was to go cash and you don't want to go Wentz, I would say Carson Palmer. Either Carson Palmer or spend up and go Derek Carr or Mariota. AJ Green, yes or no? Yes. Ertz for low-cost tight end. I love Zach Ertz. I was just talking about him a second ago. I expect Josh Norman to be on Alshon Jeffrey, and that opened up a lot for Ertz. What about Zeke now? Zeke can be played, but I don't like Zeke more than Le'Veon Bell or David Johnson. Landry and Parker combo. Yes. I like both of those guys. And like I've told you guys, I think that our boy Cutler can do some things this week. I think he could end up surprising this week. I really do. Buffalo for defense. Yes, the Jets are sorry. Jets have nobody. Good move, Philadelphia. Have you made a lot of money in DFS? Yes. That's why I'm on here. DeGrom fucked up tonight, man. I know. I didn't play DeGrom at all. I have 0% DeGrom. Lamar Miller against Jags. No. Jags defense is solid this year. They're not the Jags defense we're used to. They souped it up a lot. Wait, I heard the Zeke news. But does his suspension get pushed back? Yes, he's going to play week 1, but he's suspended come week 2. Gurley, Hyde, or Rodgers? That's close. I might still lean a little towards, I might say Hyde in that position. Because Hyde's going to have to, Hoyer's going to throw. Hyde could get some good catches. Or Jaquez Rodgers is also a guy that could get some targets. But I would say Gurley or Hyde. I would put Hyde over Gurley a little bit. Just solely on the fact that Gurley is their offense. I'm not a believer in Goff. Gurley is their offense, and that defense can stack the box. Jets are a bunch of trash can dumping out trash of millions. Agree. Jets offense is ridiculously horrible. Fitzgerald, yes, I love Fitzgerald. Pair him up with your boy. Pair him up with Carson Palmer. Yo, Fantasy Phenom, what's going on, man? Trash cans. Yeah, the whole Jets offense is a bunch of trash cans, guys. For real. I mean, the whole season, my way about thinking about it is that I'm going to play defenses against the Jets all year. Hoyer, Hyde, Garcon stack. I like it. Sneaky. Deshaun Jackson. I'm on a wait-and-see approach on Deshaun Jackson. Deshaun's one of those big play guys. You know what I'm saying? He's another one of those guys that I could see beating him over the top because they don't really have a secondary to worry about. But I'm waiting and seeing on that. I want to see how many targets he's getting. Why is Jaquez projection so high this week in PPR Yahoo formats? Jaquez, because he's the guy. Doug Martin is suspended. So Jaquez is going to be heavily used. Heavily. And last year, if you remember, when Jaquez got those starts and it was the cow, he was putting up. No Tampa game this week. They're going to play. They're just going to move it. JJ Nelson, dude, he did great at the end of last year, only 3.5K. I don't know. I'd rather Fitzgerald or John Brown if I was to pick in that offense. Tampa Bay is getting moved to Thursday. Yeah. Josh Doctson on the Redskins' biggest sleeper pick. Hey, I'm glad you brought that up, Russell, because I agree. I like Josh Doctson. And I talked about him in the podcast. If you guys haven't watched the podcast covering week 1, go check it out on SoundCloud. It's called what the fuck is it called? I'm brainwashing because I got all these fucking questions coming in. The Fantasy Locker Room podcast on SoundCloud. Go check it out. It's an hour long. Go check it out. It'll cover a lot for week 1. Definitely go listen to that. I talked about Josh Doctson. I like him. Greg Olsen is overpriced. Agreed. I'm not playing Olsen. Golden Tate, the real deal. I like it. Here's the deal. You need to try to figure out who Peterson is going to be guarding in that Detroit offense. I'm pretty sure Tate will be manning that slot, which is good for Tate because I don't know if Peterson's going to man the slot. or if he's going to guard Marvin Jones. If he covers Marvin Jones, that's going to open up Tate to go crazy. If he follows around Tate, Marvin Jones has been getting a lot of targets during this preseason. He could end up coming out hot just like last year. Doxson over Crowder. I don't know about that. I like Jay Crowder a lot. Dez Bryant, top 5 wide receiver this year. I agree. I don't know about week 1 because Giants have played Dez well. What about Cincinnati defense against Baltimore offense? God damn. Hold on. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. All right, guys. My neighbor was telling me that my house keys were in my door. Somebody could have came in and stole my ass. Cops. NFL starting for cops. No, not the cops. Not the cops, guys. Is Tampa game going to be eligible in regular slate since it's Thursday? I don't think so. I don't know, man. I don't know. I have no idea of what's going on with that yet. Happens to me a lot. They moving the game to Georgia. Okay, cool. I'm crazy to play the Rams defense. You're not. You're not. Because when I'm looking at defenses, let's go ahead and look at defense. When I'm looking at defenses, let me go ahead and look at this. Okay. Looking at defenses, I do like it. Yes, I do like Rams defense. I like them in either format, honestly. I don't know if they're cash. I don't know if they're safe enough for cash, but I would say GPP, yes. Because they're going against you got Tolzien in there. So D could be good for GPP. They're going to be low owned. Exactly, Brandon, yeah. What's your thought on Brock Osweiler? I think he'll go off on in the bench. Off in the bench? I'm not a fan of Brock Osweiler. I do not think he's that great. You like Winston or Carr or Mariota? You like Winston, Carr, or Mariota? I would say Mariota. You like Marshawn? I missed it. I need to wait for it to pop back up. The shit fucking comes on the screen and then disappears. You like Marshawn? No, not yet. I'm going to wait and see. Crab, Cooper, Mariota, Christian McCaffrey, sleeper pick. I do like Christian McCaffrey a lot. I don't know if this is the type of game for McCaffrey to shine. Stack lineup around David Johnson. He's going to get damn near 30 touches. Le'Veon Bell is going to get damn near 30 as well. So both of those guys, you can go either one of those guys if you decide you want to go ahead and pay up at running back. For sure. For sure. I agree. Rashard Matthews, only receiver for Titans. I like Rashard Matthews a lot. I drafted him in my fantasy leagues. I like him. Jaquez Rodgers, yes. Is Jermaine Kearse a big sleeper? He is a big sleeper, but I don't know if he puts up enough points this year to really matter. Some games he's going to show up. Some games he's going to disappear. Top cash running backs. I'll cover him. DeMarco Murray. DeMarco Murray is a good cash running back against Oakland. I like him. Baldwin, yes. Doug Baldwin's going to be a beast. Building around both top running backs. If you can fit both those top running backs in, good for you. Kevin White, favorite value receiver. I agree, CJ. I've talked about Kevin White multiple times. I definitely agree with that. I know for the Chiefs, starting running back is going to get 30 touches. Yeah, Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt's going to get... Yeah, he's going to get a lot of touches. We got to see how it is, man. With New England's defense, throughout the year, you guys need to keep this in mind. With New England... What they like to do is they like to take the other team's best player out of the game completely. Is that Kareem Hunt? Do they decide to stop Kareem Hunt completely? Possible. But we'll have to see. Jordan Howard or Devontae Freeman? I would say Jordan Howard throws his way. Oh no, what, Dunzo? Jimmy Graham, yes. Is Julio Jones a smart pick? Yeah, I think he gets some solid points before Atlanta gets up enough to just start running with Tevin Coleman and Devontae Freeman. He'll get enough. I definitely think he will. Do you use a strategy for wide receiver and running backs like an expensive one, then a cheap one after looking at matchups? Yes. Kevin White better than Kendall Wright. Yes, I like Kevin White better than Kendall. Yeah, when I look at wide receivers, guys, I don't really pay attention to price because a lot of time these guys super cheap will show up. I look at matchups. I look at the history that these defenses have been able, what they've been able to do against receivers, either slot receivers or, cool, thanks for answering, but no problem, man. Kelvin Benjamin or Larry Fitzgerald? Larry Fitzgerald. Brian Hoyer. Yes, Anthony. You know I'm on Brian Hoyer. Hook me up with the DraftKings football if you can. Colton, I got you. You're my brother. You can text me. All right? Need more low-end wide receivers. All right, let's talk low-end of the receivers. If we're going to save money, if you guys are planning on paying up for running back, let's look at cheap receivers. How cheap are you guys wanting to go? What price range are you guys wanting me to talk about for a receiver real quick? Give me a price range and I'll cover the guys I like in a price range. If you're talking under 5,000, 57. I want to make thousands this year. We will. 4,000? Okay, so I'll talk between about 5,000, 4,000. All right, 4,035. All right, so let's look around the 4,000 area. That's about average what we're getting right now. All right, 4,000 area, guys that I like. John Brown going against Detroit. That secondary is garbage. Cole Beasley. I like Cole Beasley. I probably won't play him much just because I want to see how things are going with that. He doesn't really excite me. Corey Coleman. Look out for Corey Coleman, guys, on this Cleveland offense. I love him against Pittsburgh. Let's see what else we got. Kevin White. I've talked about him multiple times. Rashard Matthews. Marvin Jones. If, in fact, Peterson is going to follow Golden Tate, I love Marvin Jones a lot here. It's going to open up a lot for him. Let's see what else we got. Ryan Anderson. A lot of guys have mentioned, Robbie Anderson, sorry. You must be talking GPP. Yeah, I'm talking, when you're looking at that cheap of wide receiver, you're looking at a GPP range. If you're playing cash, you shouldn't be spending that much on receiver. You should be spending good enough. You don't need the only time you dig this deep into receiver is if you're playing GPP. That's it. Paul Richardson, only 3,700. Possibly number 2 receiver, but more as so slot receiver. That's a good one. I like that you brought him up. Yeah, that's about it when it comes to the cheap guys. Pay attention to Galladay. He had a big preseason. He looked good in preseason. Pay attention to that. James Conner over Le'Veon Bell. James Conner is the handcuff. So if you got Le'Veon Bell, I would suggest you draft James Conner. For GPP, how many value receivers should I play? It depends where you're going up and how many are necessary. Atlanta's wide receivers. Yeah, Julio Jones. Definite. I don't know about playing Sanu or our other boys, but I definitely like Julio Jones. If you're gonna spend for a Atlanta wide receiver, I would say Julio. Yeah. Devin Funchess. I have been asked about Devin Funchess. I'm not too into it. I'm not too into Devin Funchess. I need to wait and see how that's looking first. Sanu is being used in the slot. That is great. That is great for Sanu because his big frame is going to be great in the slot. Winning lineup. Tolzien, Le'Veon, Jordan Howard, Hilton, Tate, Marshall, Ertz, Doxson, Bills. I like it. That's a good GPP lineup. Will AB be a low-owned play? I don't know. It's possible. A lot of people might be looking at it the way I'm looking at it. I see Pittsburgh getting up quick and then running a lot of Le'Veon. Is stacking the Oakland, Tennessee game good? Yes. Oakland, Tennessee, Washington, Philly are the 2 games I'm liking. If Odell misses, I love Brandon Marshall. Let me go ahead and say that one more time because I want to make sure you guys know. If Odell misses, I love Brandon Marshall. You guys got to understand, man. Brandon Marshall is a great talent, okay? And he hasn't had good quarterbacks even throwing to him. Julio or AJ Green week 1? I would say Uh, give me AJ Green because I think that game stays a little more competitive than the Atlanta game. Most underrated receiver. Sterling Shepard? Who are you talking about? Carr or Rodgers? Oh, Aaron Rodgers or Derek Carr? I would rather Derek Carr. My only worry about Atlanta receivers is they get out to a big lead and Ryan doesn't throw it. Exactly. And that's what I keep trying to say. I'm not playing Julio because I expect Atlanta to get up and it be more of a Devontae Freeman thing. If you guys have been watching my videos, I told you guys I expect Pittsburgh to get up and it be a Le'Veon Bell game. And guess what? They came out and said that Le'Veon is preparing to get near 30 touches week 1. That's a lot. Eagles and Rams sleepers, smart plays. Eagles and Rams sleep. What do you mean? The defense? Do you want to know defense or what? Nah, when I said most underrated wide receiver and was speaking on your comment on Brandon Martin. Oh, yeah. Oh, I agree, Robert. I agree. A lot of people are sleeping. I would go Corey Coleman over Kendall Wright. I like Corey Coleman, man. He flashed some big upside before he got injured. I like him a lot. A lot. Alshon Jeffrey, but Norman probably going to follow him. Yes, which is why I like Zach Ertz. Exactly, CJ. Carson Wentz, pair him up with Zach Ertz. Because Norman's going to be on Alshon. It's going to open up a lot for Zach Ertz. I love it. Amari Cooper Crabtree. Oh, yeah, of course. Yo, who is in the high five over Jaquez if that game is canceled? Okay, so if we can't play that game, other than Jaquez, I love Jaquez, so it kind of hurts my feelings if that game does not end up being played. But let's look, because I wanted to give you guys a cheap guy. So let me look at some cheap guys that I think you guys can put in there. Some guys, Carlos Hyde. Let's go ahead and end it there. I would say go Carlos Hyde. I'm liking Zach Miller about as much as Ertz. I like that. I definitely like that. I like Zach Miller. He's cheaper, isn't he? He is cheaper, right? Yeah. He's definitely cheaper. I like Zach Miller because of the game flow. Bilal Powell, that's a good one. You guys know how I feel about about Powell, man. I posted my drafts on my Twitter, and I got a lot of Powell exposure. Mike Evans over some of the high-end wide receivers. I like Mike Evans. Falcons got shredded covering tight ends last year. Agree, Brandon. Agree. It was a good point. It's a good point bringing up Zach. I like that. I'm definitely ready for NFL. Fuck baseball. I was shit. Baseball is fun, man. I watch your video just trying to get a feel if you're still same on the plays or things changed. That's why I came live, just so we could keep talking, man. Things change, so, you know. But yeah, as of right now, everything's the same. I like it. If Jaquez can't play, I would say Carlos Hyde because he's going to get involved in that pass game. What? Shut the fuck up. Sorry. Shut up. Go lay down. Go lay down. Get out of my face. Shit. Loud ass bark out of nowhere. Fuck. Scaring the shit out of me. That's why I got mad, because I got scared as fuck. Zay Jones, cash and GPP. You like? Not really. What if Pittsburgh blows out the Browns and Le'Veon's day is done? Even if they get up, Le'Veon's going to get heavy touches. Don't worry about that. My dog do the same shit. It's annoying as fuck. Mike Evans, that game isn't being played. The Tampa Bay game? I wish they would move it, keep it on Sunday. Should we max out entries if we have the bankroll week 1? If you play in that $3 entry, then yes, max out the 20 entries. Is Hoyer best GPP quarterback? He's one of the better ones. I like Hoyer. I like Tolzien in GPP. GPP only. GPP only. Do not play Tolzien in cash. Ever. In your whole life. Never do that. Ever. What's up, Omar? I missed your question. Go ahead and retype it. But yeah, good question, T. If you join that $3 entry, I think that you max it out. Okay, so Mike Evans isn't available in the $3 tourney. We got to wait it out. Hopefully they move the game and it stays on Sunday, but we'll have to see. I like Kaiser Coleman stack. Hey, Jeremy. I like that you brought that up. And if you guys watch my video, I brought up Kaiser in the video. Kaiser can get us fantasy points in multiple ways. I know you got to have big nuts to even consider playing Kaiser right now without waiting and seeing. But in GPP, it could be good. It could definitely be good. So I would do that. I would do that. Definitely have a lineup with Kaiser and GPP. What about Kaiser and Sammy Coates? I would say Kaiser and Coleman. King Kong nuts. Yes, and that is why it's GPP. It's a great GPP play. You playing Delaney Walker at tight end still? Yes, love Delaney. I love Delaney. It might switch over to Zach Ertz because I'm very close on both of them. But I will have lineups with Delaney and I will have lineups with Zach Ertz. I'm going to have them both. You haven't said nothing about Ty Montgomery. Thank you for bringing him up, Sean. I love Ty Montgomery, man. As we know, obviously he's a great receiver. He was playing receiver before they moved him to running back. They're going to use him a lot in the pass game. They're going to move him around. You know what I'm saying? I love Ty Montgomery. He's never going to have to face good cornerbacks. He's going to be going against trash guys in the slot and shit like that, dumping out, going against linebackers. That's not fair at all. I like Ty Montgomery a lot in PPR. Ty Montgomery is a guy that I drafted in a lot of my PPR leagues. Colts playing Steelers week 1 storyline. Yeah, I mean, if you love storylines, got to hit big with a contrarian play to win it all. Yeah, and that would be Kaiser for sure. Or Tolzien. Should I pick Aaron Rodgers or Cam Newton? I'm not big on Aaron Rodgers week 1 because he's going against that super stout Seattle defense, so I would say Cam Newton. I would say Cam if I had to choose between both of those guys for sure. For sure. Hey, have you guys tried this before? Body armor? This shit is so good. It's like Gatorade on steroids. It's fucking amazing. Hoyer, Hyde, McCaffrey, Jones, Hilton, Fitzgerald, Walker, Garcon, Seattle. In one lineup I am using. I don't recommend using Seattle against Green Bay. That's not a smart move. There's better plays. I love Terrell Pryor. Agree. Love him. No way. Plain steroids are way better than that. Tastes like a shake. Yeah. Fucking Body Armor is the shit. It's not an energy drink. It's a super drink. It's got coconut water. It's much healthier than Gatorade. It's got like half the sugar as Gatorade, but this shit is amazing. I bring this out on the course when I'm golfing. And this shit rejuvenates you so quick. Out here in Texas, you gotta have it because it's like fucking 5,000 degrees. The golf course that I played at today, you could see Dez Bryant's house up on the hill from a little ways away. I posted a picture on my Twitter. His house is ginormous. I've played at that course multiple times. That's how I know it's Dez Bryant's. But you in San Antonio? No, I'm in Dallas. I am in Dallas. Let's go ahead and cover. Y'all want to cover some cheap running backs? Let's cover cheap running backs around the 5,000 area. All right, around the 5,000 area. Bilal Powell against Buffalo, obviously. Buffalo's gonna struggle a lot there. Robbie Anderson. That Jets offense is going to be so bad. The only good thing about Robbie is he's going to get a lot of targets, but can he catch all of his targets or enough to matter? If I'm only playing 3 to 5 lineups, should be the strategy be? If you're only playing 3 to 5 lineups, it depends, man. Are you trying to win big or are you trying to just profit? If you're trying to just profit, if your goal is to just profit, then there's one strategy. If your goal is to win big, there's other strategy. Obviously, it depends. It definitely depends what type of money you're trying to get. Bilal Powell, Jaquez Rogers, if that game plays. Theo Riddick could be sneaky. His crib was huge. Damn, it is. I know. Aaron Rodgers or Cam Newton? Cam Newton. Rodgers is going against Seattle. I'm not playing him against Seattle week 1. No reason to do that. I'm going to hold off a little bit for sure. I'm trying to win big so we can hit the strip club. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, if you're trying to win big so you can hit the strip club and throw a shit ton of ones, then you're going to have to do more of a GPP style. So I'd say, you know, do those plays that people are scared to play. That's what's going to get you. How many lineups you got in the Millie Maker? In the Millie Maker, I'm not going to fill it. I'm not going to play that many because the Millie Maker, it's 150 max. So Sharks are going to fill that fucker full. I'm not going to be too much into that one. I like the 20 entry, $3 entry contest because it's 20 max. I like that a lot. LaShawn McCoy or David Johnson? Ooh, David Johnson. It's close. I like LaShawn McCoy a lot. It's not close. David Johnson easily. But I like LaShawn McCoy this year in general. The FanDuel Millie Maker is 7. Oh, for real? Yeah, I can't play FanDuel. I'm in Texas. So all I know is DraftKings. So I have no idea. I like Carlos Hyde at 4,600. We've been talking about that game. Cleveland's going to have to throw, San Francisco is going to have to throw a lot. I like it. Stu against San Fran. No. Jonathan Stewart is trash. McCaffrey's going to take over full time by the end of the year. Shit sucks, right? DK all day. Yeah, FanDuel sucks. FanDuel sucks in my eyes. I definitely prefer DraftKings. I like DraftKings a lot more. Cash lineup: Mariota, Murray, Montgomery, Fitz, AJ Green, Adams, Witten, Ertz, Panthers. What do you think? I like it. That's a good cash lineup. It's safe. If you can go up from Montgomery, I would in cash. Just to wait and see, because he's going against Seattle. Right, that's the thing. The Sharks are going to fill even those $3 tourneys. Yeah, so you might as well fill it yourself as well. The 20 entry, of course they're going to fill that too, but at least you can compete if you put in 20 entries. I'm playing GPP, so yeah, roll out a Kaiser or a Tolzien or a Hoyer. Hey, Cowboys fan, do you think the Jaguars will go 3-13 again? I'm not a Cowboys fan. I'm wearing a Dak jersey because they're my second team, and I couldn't find my Julio Jones jersey. I am an Atlanta Falcons fan, but I rep the Cowboys when they're not playing my Falcons. I want Cowboys to win as long as they're not playing against my fucking Falcons. All right. 20 entry max. Yeah, fill it up. Fill it up, man. How much money overall are you spending? I'll probably enter a little over 100 week 1. No wonder you think Atlanta going to beat my Bears. It's not because I'm a fan. It's because I have common sense. Replace Montgomery with Christian McCaffrey. That's still more of a GPP. I don't know if that's safe either. What's your favorite contest to enter? I would say the $3 entry and max out the 20. I like single entry. If you guys have watched me consistently, you know that I love single entry tourneys. So definitely get in those single entries. That way you don't have to deal with Sharks putting in hundreds. And it's skill on skill. It's not fucking numbers. I have $200 in DraftKings and $200 in FanDuel. Good luck, man. I can't play FanDuel, so I'm going to play. We'll have to see. I love my lineups that I've created already a lot, so I'm thinking about going fucking big. We'll have to see. Bears are Garbo. I agree. Robert, I feel bad for you that you're a Bears fan, because that must be fucking depressing. It must be super depressing to be a fucking Bears fan. Like, if I was a Bears fan or a Jets fan, I would be so fucking pissed off all the time. I would never calm down. I would constantly be pissed off. Do you bet on Bovada? Yes. I have before, yes. Hoyer, Gurley, LaShawn McCoy, Jermaine Kearse, Marquise Goodwin, Garcon, Jimmy Graham, Le'Veon Bell, Jaguars D. Is this great? Yes, GPP. GPP. And I'm not a fan of Gurley. I've talked about Gurley multiple times. We're not that bad. You guys are that bad. Yeah, I have to pair you up with the Jets. You guys are that bad. Yeah, I definitely respect the fact that you're loyal and you're sticking by your Bears through this hard, tough time. For sure. Okay, replace Montgomery with Lynch, Fournette, Tev Coleman, or Lamar Miller. Go Fournette, man. I'm interested in seeing Fournette. I really am. I think he's going to be very low owned because people are on a wait and see. I think Fournette's legit. I like Lynch, but that game's going to be a battle. They're going to be throwing a lot. Bears are going to get blown out by the Falcons. Thank you, Golden. Thank you. That $1 billion lineup on DraftKings is almost impossible to hit. It's going to be impossible, but why not play? I'm a Raiders fan, and our defensive end scares me. It looks so bad. Yeah. Y'all ends are a little weak. Would be good is just which guys to play. I like Walker, Mariota, and Matthews. I agree. I like Mariota and Walker and Matthews. I like all those guys. I like your running back too. But that's only because I expect him to be in the red zone a few times and bump it in. Falcons versus Bears spread is -6. Yeah, I would bet on the Falcons to cover that easily. I would bet on the Falcons to clear that. They're going to win by more than 6. I understand. He's going against a bad Colts defense, but you got to understand what format you're playing on. And you got to understand, even though the Colts are a bad defense, they're going to stack the box against him. You feeling C.J. Anderson against Chargers? Not really. C.J. is another example of a guy who doesn't catch passes out of the backfield. The most important thing to remember, guys, DraftKings is PPR. Okay? When you're picking your players, pick guys who get targets, not guys who just run right in between the tackles and that's it. Guys who get targeted in the pass game. That's what you want on DraftKings. That's what's going to set you apart. For sure. It's important, man. What 2 teams make it to the Super Bowl? My Falcons. I can give you one. I say my Falcons make it. Lions or Cardinals win. Oh, I would say Cardinals win that. FanDuel is half PPR, huh? Yeah, I think so. FanDuel is different. DraftKings is full. So DraftKings, you gotta go with what you're just like when you're drafting for a regular fantasy league. You look at what format it is and you draft accordingly. It's the same thing with DraftKings. You look at the format, it's PPR, so draft accordingly. Don't get guys who run in between the tackles and don't get targeted. That's not the smart move. I would much rather a guy who catches passes out of the backfield that on a team that's going to be down than play a guy like Todd Gurley. Because Gurley, he might get, 2 catches, maybe. He's mainly going to get handed the ball, and he's going to run right straight. Like LeGarrette Blount. Yes, LeGarrette Blount is a horrible option on DraftKings. Horrible. Trash. So yeah, I don't get guys who I don't choose running backs and hope for them to get a touchdown. I choose guys that I know are going to get targeted, and if they get a touchdown, that's just a plus. That's just a little added bonus. Jonathan Stewart, good for cash? No, you can do better than Jonathan Stewart in cash. Jonathan Stewart, he has never done anything to prove to you that. DeMarco Murray, the exception. Exactly, because he's going against Oakland. He's going against Oakland. Mariota's a scrambling quarterback, which ends up adding a little bit to the running back. He might get a couple little dump-offs, a little safety net. DeMarco might be his little safety net every once in a while. What do you think about Kareem Hunt? I love him. My question is, and what I'm trying to figure out is, will New England game plan for Kareem Hunt? What New England likes to do is they like to take the best player of the other team completely out of it. Do they decide to take out Kareem Hunt, or do they decide to stop elsewhere? I love Kareem Hunt season. Don't get me wrong. I love Kareem Hunt, man. Any running back under Andy Reid gets handed the ball. I like it because I think New England's going to score on the Chiefs, no problem. So they're going to have to throw to Kareem, but it depends what the game plan ends up being. So is Danny Woodhead a good play? Yes. I would say Montgomery if I had to choose between those guys. What are your thoughts on Eddie Lacy? He's one of those guys who goes straight up the middle. He's a straight up the middle guy, so maybe on FanDuel, not DraftKings. Kareem Hunt is not our best player, though. And plus the Chiefs deep. Okay, so you tell me, who is New England going to game plan for? Who is New England going to take out of that game? You tell me who on your offense they're going to want to take out. Who they're most scared of. Larry Fitzgerald or Crabtree? Larry Fitz. What do you think about Matt Ryan, GPP? Could be good. He could get solid enough Tyreek Hill? What? No. They're not going to game plan for Tyreek Hill, a mediocre receiver, over Kareem Hunt, who's going to be their bell cow running back and catch a shit ton of passes. They're gonna take away Kareem Hunt. I mean, I don't think Tyreek Hill is a big enough threat. Fuck no. Fuck no, they're not game planning for Tyreek Hill. Come on, man. Are you doing weekly podcasts for NFL DFS? Yes, I am. I want to do more than just. I want to do like 2 to 3 a week at least, covering like waiver pickups and stuff like that once the season starts. Chiefs are raw trash that ain't going to ever win a Super Bowl. Golden is bitter right now. Dak or Taylor to start? Dak. I like that. I like that. Gano or Bryant? I would say Bryant. They not trash. I didn't say they're trash. Golden said that. But I don't know about them making the Super Bowl this year. Raiders are trash. Nah, Raiders are going to be very solid this year. I'd avoid Cowboys week 1. I agree. I'm not going on any Cowboys. I'm not playing Zeke week 1. Raiders have way more upside. I like Raiders. They're going to be good this year. Crowell or Hyde? Both had a lot of upside. Yeah, I would say Hyde in his matchup. Crowell could be good too, but is Duke Johnson going to be the guy receive? I don't know. I got to see. I don't know, because they're going to be down. They're going to be throwing a lot. Who's the guy who's going to catch the most? Is that Crowell? Don't think so. I like the Giants D a lot. I don't. Cowboys are going to score. Cowboys are going to score. I say Cooper have 2 touchdowns. Amari Cooper, I don't know. I don't know about 2. Maybe 1. Maybe 1. I don't know about 2, guys. That's a lot. That's asking a lot. Zeke is starting week 1. Yes, he is. Who bets on games here? There's been a few people mention it. Devontae Parker or Devontae Adams? Devontae Parker. You know, that's close. I like Devontae Parker. If that game plays on Sunday, watch Crowell go off for yards, 2 touchdowns, and 4 receptions. I don't know. We'll have to see, man. I'm not a fan of that dude. Crowell is garbage. I don't like him. When Cooper scores, he breaks long runs. Right. Right. Marvin Jones or Rashard Matthews? It depends. It depends where Peterson's going. I would probably say... I would say Rashard Matthews. I would say Rashard. For sure. Damn, what's that going to do to DFS? What's what? If the games are canceled, they're just not going to be able to be played on Sunday. Does anyone know how the fuck is Tennessee favorite over the Raiders? I don't understand. I think the Raiders are going to win, but I think it's going to be a close game. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is what? What about AP in that Saints game? AP's not a guy that really, AP's not a guy that really catches passes. He could be solid, but I'm going to wait and see on him. I want to see how he does week 1. Who bets on games here? Golden State who? Good possibility Miami and Tampa Bay cancel and move to November when they both are on a bye week. That's a possibility. We'll see. I heard they're going to move it and just go ahead and play it, but I don't know. Rashard Matthews. Easy for Tennessee. What's the most money you've won on a DraftKings contest? One contest. I won near 5,000. I came just under 5,000 in NBA. And then I won one on NFL that was just under 3K. I've won more. When it comes to what sport I've won more, it's been NFL. Because I win every single weekend. I profit every weekend. So it's already canceled. Hurricane Irma. Yeah. Yeah, it's just the fact of the matter is, are they going to move it and still play it? Or are they going to wait and move it to another point in the season? So we'll have to see how that goes, man. Which defenses show up? Obviously the Bills versus the Jets. Love them. I like the Rams versus the Colts against Tolzien. Now, on the other hand, I like Tolzien and GPP. If you want to take oh, I'm talking about Oakland. How the fuck they underdogs versus Titans? Then no, I know. I think Oakland's gonna win. That's what I said. Week 11 bye week. The DFS is going to be fucked up. Sherman is going to be on Nelson. Right, so that's going to open up a little bit for Devontae Adams. But that Seattle defense in whole is solid. Consider Randall Cobb. Consider Ty Montgomery. Cowboys really burned that shit. Cowboys are my second team, so of course I got a Dak Prescott jersey. Titans offense is garbage. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think Oakland's winning. If I had to do a pick 'em, I would say Oakland wins for sure. I like Mariota. I think they keep it close. I do. I think Mariota keeps it close, and I think Mariota connects to Delaney Walker for a touchdown. I don't think that's too bold of a prediction, but I think it happens. I'm running with Cobb in a couple leagues. I like that, Juju. I like that because Cobb runs out of that slot, and he's going to be going against like the third corner. So he's got the best matchup of the group. Him and Ty Montgomery have the best matchups. If you're going to play them, or you can play Bennett. Carr or Mariota, or you like another quarterback? Yeah, if I was to go Carr or Mariota, I would say Carr. I like Brian Hoyer and Mike Glennon a lot in GPP. Scooter Gennett with a bomb. For real? Awesome. Awesome. I'm not even paying attention to it. Mariota, not even close to Carr. Rashard Matthews or Fitz? I would say Fitzgerald. I like Fitzgerald. What about Devontae Adams? I like him, but I like Randall Cobb a little more. You guys remember that I'm saying that, all right? I want y'all to remember what I say about this. Randall Cobb is going to have a solid game against Seattle. They in different places. Who? I really like Hoyer this week. I agree, Nathan. Fitz in cash. Yeah, Fitz is a good bet in cash, man. He always starts the year off strong. So I like Fitz a lot, especially against that Detroit secondary. They're nothing. Pierre Garçon is going to get targeted a lot. I agree. I love Pierre Garçon this year. I think he's been getting fucking 100% of the targets over there. I like Hoyer, and I like pairing him with Garçon. I'm doing that in a lot of my lines. Randall Cobb needs a breakout season. He's faded. Yeah, he needs it. He definitely needs it. I agree. Doug Baldwin, solid. Solid. Green Bay doesn't have anybody on that secondary to slow him. And you know Green Bay is going to score somehow. Their offense is too good not to. So even with Seattle's amazing defense, Green Bay is going to put points on the board. Thursday is a great-ass game, but I don't think KC can win. It's going to be, yeah, I mean, I think... And you know what's crazy? Is Belichick is like a fucking genius, man. And you got to respect New England for that, because Belichick is a fucking genius. He's an amazing cheater. He cheats a lot, and he's good at it. He doesn't get caught often. And he's just a great coach, man. He knows what he's doing. Who's the workhorse for Dallas when Zeke is out? It's going to be McFadden. No reason to go that crazy at tight end, bro. Golden, no reason for that. There's plenty of options for cheap that you don't have to go that low. Thanks for getting me in the lines late, man. I appreciate you, man. No problem. Justin, how's it going, by the way? I haven't even looked at him and my phone's dead. It feels like those fags get every game at home. For real, I know. I know. What about Marquise Goodwin with Hoyer? I would prefer Garçon. Goodwin's not the guy who's going to get majority of those targets. It's going to be Garçon, and Garçon's a great price. So no reason to try to get cute. Garçon's going to be the dude. I'm gonna play that duo in a lot of contests, for sure. Or Kaiser Coleman. Kaiser Coleman. Definitely go at GPP with Kaiser Coleman. See how it works. Why not? It's fucking DFS. You think Hoyer gets the W? No. I don't think Hoyer gets the win, but thank God we don't even get the fucking Thank God we don't have to, that quarterbacks don't get points for wins, so it doesn't even matter. I think he has to throw a lot to keep up, but I don't think he wins. Garcon is being compared to Julio Jones in the Shanahan offense. He's going to be fucking targeted a lot. I love him. Zach Ertz going to have a game with Wentz. I agree. I like targeting Wentz with Ertz. I like targeting Hoyer with Garcon. I like targeting Mariota with Rashard Matthews or Mariota, Delaney Walker. There's several ways to go, man. Freeman versus Chicago, I like it. Montgomery went off against them last year. Yeah, Freeman versus Chicago is a good one, and the reason why is because Atlanta's going to get up, and it's going to be a lot of Devontae Freeman, Tevin Coleman duo. Is Wright having a breakout season in Chi-Town? No. He's had his opportunities to fucking break out, and he just doesn't. I like game stacking on a few games. You know, pick games that I like. And then I'll go, I don't stack too crazy though. I'll do quarterback receiver or quarterback tight end, but I don't go nuts. Deshaun Jackson going to blow up. You think so? I think he's going to have a lot of opportunities to catch a bomb over the top with Mike Evans being the main guy that they're paying attention to. Nobody breaks out with Jay Cutler. No, I understand, but he's not good. I don't know why. There's a lot of players that people are like, all of a sudden he's going to become good. They're not. It's just not going to happen. They're mediocre, and they're always going to be mediocre. You just need to understand that. Don't expect guys who have never done shit to pop out of nowhere and start doing shit. If Odell plays, do I get rid of Brandon Marshall? Yeah, because there's other ways to go. Only play Marshall if Odell's out. Because if Odell is in, I think there's other guys around that price range that are going to get more targets. People just ask me your fantasy players. I'm not a fantasy nerd. I know real football. People just ask me your fantasy players. I'm not a fantasy nerd. I just know. He was hurt the first year. Bella! I'll tell you what cornerback going to do versus what D. Go ahead, John. What's up, John? I say Jones not going to have a great game. 50 yards, 1 touchdown. Shut up. All right, guys, I'm about to have to go. Freeman or Murray? I would say Freeman with game flow. I like the way the game flow is. Thank you guys for joining me, all right? Go crazy in NFL. If you guys want to get in with the squad on the lines, go to greenlightdfs.com. I will provide some fucking heat for us this weekend, all right? Do you subscribe to Fantasy Labs? Fuck no. You know what I subscribe to? My motherfucking brain. That's what I subscribe to. Thank you guys for coming, man. I appreciate you guys. We'll go live again. I can go live every day if y'all want. I don't give a shit. I'm going to start going live more. I used to go live all the time. But with NFL, I'm super hyped. I'm definitely going live on Sunday mornings. All right? Y'all prepare to come hang out with me on Sunday mornings, all right? No problem, Brian. I'm glad I've been able to help you, man. Thank you, guys. Hey, look out for the video tonight because I'm giving away a copy of Madden 18. All right? I'm giving away a copy of Madden 18. I already gave away one. I'm giving away another. So make sure you watch the new video to see how you can win Madden 18, all right? Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Let's kill that shit this weekend. I'll be live Sunday morning. Peace.